welcoming you all to the 211th and guest special week of Vellore Toastmasters Club. The mission of every Toastmasters Club is to provide a positive and supportive learning experience where members are empowered to develop their leadership and communication skills, leading to greater self-confidence and personal growth. We have an educational session and 3 speeches today. So without any further delay, I'll just tell you the ground rules. Number 1, please put your mobiles on silent mode. Number 2, you can enter and exit the venue only if you hear the sound of applause. And the last one, learn, interact and have fun with each other. With no further ado, I would like to call the presiding officer for today, Toastmaster Calvin.
Thank you, Toastmaster Monica, for that very warm welcome. I would like to wish all the Toastmasters and our very special guest a very sizzling Sunday morning, good morning and happy morning to all of you. It's also Easter morning. So, can we all begin with a big round of applause? So, I'll just declare meeting number 211 open. So, last week we had gone to, where did we all go? Some of us. We went to Chennai for
Conference.
What was the conference name?
Dimension.
It was absolutely, they teleported us to a different dimension altogether. Especially, I would like to thank some of our members who played very important role last week. Our star speaker, Toastmaster John, gave one of his most brilliant speech on that stage. Can you all give a big round of applause to Toastmaster John? Secondly, Toastmaster Vani, she was the PR chair. She did a fabulous job. She really made sure that everything, all the AVs and everything was done so perfectly. Can we give a very big round of applause to Toastmaster Vani? Toastmaster Sam was the chief timer at Dimensions. Can we all recognize him and give a big round of applause? And our ravishing and beautiful Toastmaster Monica. She was really appreciated by the district trio and all the members. She got a very special badge. I think she'll show it or she'll take a pic and she'll put it in the group. It was a wonderful time of learning and I really very strongly urge all our members whenever there is such meetings being organized that we would also go and represent and do our bit. And there's so much of learning in all these meetings. Toastmasters is a fraternity that is spread over how many countries? 140? Toastmaster Pritika. 46 countries, if I'm not wrong. And when you join Toastmasters, you have the privilege of attending meetings in any club all across the globe. Isn't that a wonderful thing? Where else can you get such a beautiful platform? So if in case because due to unavoidable circumstances, if you are not able to attend meeting, please try to get in touch with any of the ExCom members or Toastmaster John or myself, and we will give you links to attend meetings other places. You can even give your prepared speech. You can even give your prepared speech in other clubs and get very valuable feedback from other Toastmasters. In a global stage, you can be a part there and really magnify your Toastmasters journey. We have some recognition awards to be given to some of our members. Some of them are not here. I'll just share it to those who are here. Level 1, Toastmaster Pritika Allango. She's completed her level 1. Toastmaster Monish is not here, Toastmaster Kriti is not here, Toastmaster Abhidasha is not here, and Toastmaster Shalini is not here. But Toastmaster Ramesh is here. He's finished his presentation mastery level 2. So with this, we are now going to call a very, very important person to the stage. It's none other than our immediate past president, someone who has contributed massively to the growth of this club. It's none other than Toastmaster Pritika, who's going to play the TMO.
Good morning, my dear fellow Toastmasters and guests. A special welcome to the guests who have joined on this very special day. Let me call the guest to give a small introduction about yourself and how do you get to know about Toastmasters.
Good morning to everyone. Myself Asita Priya. I am from Arcot. I am currently pursuing my BSc in Aeronautical Science from Wells University, and this Toastmaster was recommended by my friend Saranya, and I am here to develop my communication skill. So thank you.
I am the Toastmaster of the day. In short, some people call it TMOD. I'm just going to be your host today. There was a psychiatrist named Julius Wagner. His patients were suffering from neuropsychosis caused by the last stage of psychosis, which is a disease which had no cure back then. But he observed something strange. The patients who got fever showed some improvements, and he did something crazy. He tried to induce fever, such as a small level of malaria to the patients, for them to get fever so that they'll show some improvement. But it sounds a little scary, right? They're already suffering from some deadly disease. But the result turned out to be something miraculous. 6 out of 10 patients showed improvements, and that was a Nobel Prize winning breakthrough. Study says that fevers can help your body to build immune system. It will help your body to fight infections, and a normal fever between 100 to 104 degrees of Fahrenheit is okay for sick children. But fever is seen as something bad. We treat it with drugs. If fevers are beneficial, why do we fight against them so universally? Any reason? Because fever hurts. People don't want to get hurt. Who would like to shiver under a blanket on a Wednesday morning? They just want to take a pill or go to a doctor and just get rid of the fever. Why are we talking about fever today? Fever don't live just in the hospitals. It's in this room as well. But here we don't call it fever. We may call it fear or failure. You see, everyone wanted to be confident, but they are afraid of the failures. In Toastmasters, we don't treat fear or failure as something to be cured, but we use it as fuel. Your fever may hurt you today, but it will help you to build resilience and confidence. So as we begin today's meeting, I welcome all the Toastmasters and guests to embrace your awkwardness, fear and even failure, because on the other side you have an amazing public speaking joy. With this, let me introduce the structure of Toastmasters meeting. In Toastmasters, we have 3 segments in a meeting. The first one is prepared speech, where the registered Toastmasters will come to the spotlight and deliver a wonderful speech based on their chosen pathway. And the second segment is called table topics, and trust me, this is going to be fun, where guests can also take participate. They are expected to give an impromptu speech of 1 to 2 minutes. And the third segment is called evaluation. You can improve only if you know where you are lacking. For that, we have our whole evaluation team who is going to give you a lot of feedback. Now let me introduce the general evaluator for the day. She is as sweet as a chocolate, twice as fun. A brilliant teacher by profession, so natural when it comes to humor. Get ready to be charmed and guided with grace as we welcome Toastmaster Abhida Shah as the general evaluator for the day.
Thank you, T.M. Modi, for the wonderful introduction. I feel like I'm feverish. Yes, I have a team with me who, after the speech, they will give evaluation on basis of how we responded, how we spoke here. So I call my team one by one. First, I will have my grammarian, Toastmaster Karthik.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. My role as a grammarian is to point out the use and abuse of English language and also introduce the word of the day. And I could not have selected a more appropriate word today, which is sizzling. Vellore was sizzling hot yesterday, the hottest town in Tamil Nadu, registering 104.9 degrees F Fahrenheit. So another meaning for sizzling is exciting. Like Sil Smita is a sizzling actress. So there are two meanings, whichever way you can use it. So I wish the speakers use the word of the day as much as possible. Thank you.
Now we'll have our timer. Toastmaster. One.
Good morning, Toastmasters and guests. As timer, I will time prepared speeches, evaluation, and table topics whole meeting. I will also alert each speaker of the time they have left using green, yellow, and red cards. For prepared speeches, it is 5 to 7 minutes. At 5th minute, I will show the green card. At 6th minute, I will show the yellow card. And at 7th minute, I will show the red card. For table topics, it is 1 to 2 minutes. At 1 minute, I will show the green card. At 1.30 seconds, 1 minute 30 seconds, I will show the yellow card. And at 2 minutes, I will show the red card. At the end of the meeting, I will give you the card. Over to you, General.
Thank you very much. Now let's have our counter, Toastmaster Harish.
Hi dear Toastmasters. The role I was given was art also. So the role is telling repeated words like art, words like that, and also some of the repeated words. Thank you.
That was my sizzling team. Now over to TMO.
Thank you, General Evaluator, and for your tag team introduction. Now I request all the Toastmasters to stand in your place. Now we are going to play a Would You Rather game. So I will ask, would you rather this or that? So if you answer yes, if you say yes to the first question, you can sit. If you say yes to the second question, you can stand. So that you will know who is the like-minded Toastmasters around you. First question. Would you rather fail 1,000 times in this stage or one time in front of 1,000 audience? Would you rather fail 1,000 times in this stage or one time in front of 1,000 audience?
Option A.
Option A. So those who say A, you can sit.
Very good.
Wonderful, that's the mindset we are looking for today. Come on, let's fail and embrace. Now let's get into the first segment of today's meeting, that is prepared speech. Before calling the first speaker, I request the speaker evaluator, Toastmaster Ramesh, to come to the stage and introduce the speech objectives.
Good morning, all of you.
Good morning.
So today my target speaker is Toastmaster Saranya, and she is pursuing motivational strategy level 1 project 3. A project objective, what we all can look for. She will be using vocal variety or body language to enhance her speech. So this is the core area that we are going to evaluate on Toastmaster Saranya. Wishing you all the best.
Thank you, speaker evaluator. Our first speaker is fresh out of college. Well, just one exam between her and the chaos of adulting. She is the kind of person who cracks college drama into comedy gold. She is yet to realize that 8 a.m. meetings are worse than the 8 a.m. lectures. Let's welcome soon to be graduate Toastmaster Saranya. Toastmaster Saranya. Toastmaster Saranya. Think before you nod. Think before you nod. Toastmaster Saranya.
Good morning, my fellow Toastmasters and my dear kids. What is the most dangerous word in the English language?
Exam.
No.
Stupid.
No. Sizzling. No.
Nature.
It's not danger, it's not exam, it's not even failure. It's yes. Yes. Such a sweet and innocent word, right? But behind it, it has a lot of confusion. Let me take you back to the time when I was fresh out of school. Happy, free and absolutely jobless person. I have a 2 to 3 months of holidays before I joined my college. So, you could feel like this is the pathway you could become Elon Musk. So, my brother, my friend and I decided we have to do something in our holiday. So, we found some small institute in our hometown to learn programming. It was not like an IIT place, no AC, no glass door and not even a coffee machine. Just computer and codes. We joined. We went regularly, 1 hour to 2 hours a day, from Monday to Saturday. We started learning loops and trying to understand what is recursion. But wait, regularly, not so. Sometimes we bunk class. So, did we completed our course? No. Did we stop attending our course? No. So, like a warrior, we strengthened our 6-month course into an entire year. We started decided so we could go to the class and attend the class even in our semester break. So somehow, over a year, we completed our course and we received the hall ticket for our exam. And the next day, I got a call from the institute. Hi Saranya, your exam is on this day, this time. And the confident Saranya said, everything is alright, I will take care. So, we sat on Saturday, we started preparing and we are ready to fight with Python and C. So, 3 of us went to the institute on the next day, Sunday morning, 10 a.m. And guess what? The door was closed. We were shocked. It is locked like our future. I called my sir. Sir, what is happening? The institution is closed. We are here to write our exam. What happened to our institution? He picked my call. He is chilling with his tea and said, Saranya, have you ever checked your hall ticket? I was like, see this? Oh no. He said, the exam was yesterday. 3 of them were blank. I don't remember whether she said the exam is on Saturday and I heard Sunday or she said Sunday and meant Saturday. The only thing I remember is I told to my brother and to my friend that the exam is on Sunday. Did they question it? No. Did they ask, are you sure? No. No. Did they verify it? No. Life in this society, people will always reach out to you asking question. Can you please help me with this? Can you please help me to complete my work, to complete my project? And always there is someone who will come up with an opinion about what you are doing in your life. Hey, you sleep too much. You sleep too little. Why are you always on your phone? Why don't you pick my phone? You should study more. You should stop your study and get married. You should do paintings. You should You should start learning teaching. You should start learning drawings. So on, so on, so on. But you should not do everything. Let's normalize things that no, I am busy. No, I don't feel it to do. No, I have my own priority. Saying no doesn't make you rude. It makes you real. So, if you're saying yes to something without thinking about it, it feels like you're agreeing on terms and conditions without studying it. It may sound good, but someday it will cost you. That is what you did not expect. So, have you ever in the place that you have to do something just because you said yes to somebody? Have you ever been in the place you have to do something just because you said yes to somebody? Yes. So, you don't have to say it. Next time, if somebody asks you something to do, just pause, think, question it. Whether you really like it, whether you really want to do it, think about it and take your decision. Don't nod your head to everything and don't say it, because your time, your energy and your peace of mind are worth fighting for. So, next time when you ever forget this, just remember the three of us who was so super confident went to the closed institute with no clue. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Saranya. That was a wonderful speech. Now, the 360-degree form will be sent in both the Toastmasters group and the guest group. I request all the guests to give some feedback to our Toastmaster Saranya. It will help us in the future speech. There will be only few questions. You can give the rating and you can give a comments if you have. Now, let's break for 1 minute for the speaker evaluator to note on the points. Timer, please let me know when 1 minute is there. Thank you, Timer. I guess many guests have joined us, so we will get a short 30-second introduction from our guest. Can you please come and introduce yourself and how to get to know about Toastmasters? Johnny?
Srinivas. Hello friends, I am Srinivas Bharat. I got to know about Toastmasters from my friend, excuse me, from my friend Rohit. So I love stage talk, and I've grown hearing a lot of people giving very great stage talks, and it's my dream to become a very good stage speaker. So I have a lot of fears and a lot of practice to do, and I hope this stage will help me to overcome my obstacles and become a good speaker. So thank you. And I'm an engineer by profession, and yeah, thanks.
Thank you, guest Srinivas. I hope you are going to enjoy the session. Can we have an introduction?
Good morning, everyone. I'm Rohit. I've been working professional. I'm currently going to pursue my MS in Austria, in Europe. I've been like, I thought like initially I had more sort of like stage fear. Now like a little bit I'm just getting comfortable with stage fear. But sometimes I'm not able to articulate my thoughts in the stage since I feel like sort of like a fear within me, like more conscious about me. So I feel like I can overcome this fear by facing it regularly. So I felt like to just join Toastmasters. So this is my first demo session.
Thank you. Since the beginning of the meeting, we have been talking about fear and failures. And in Toastmasters, we are going to use fears and failure as a fuel for public speaking. So can we have introduction from you?
Yeah, hi everyone, this is Vellore. So I just heard Toastmasters from one of my friend, like who was working in Bangalore. So the reason like why I tried to join Toastmasters is something like over a period of time I see like the process like which I have involved in my life got machinized is kind of repeated things like which I am doing. So just to explore the new things like I have joined here. Hopefully like I would get what I have expected here from the Toastmaster.
Thank you. That was a sweet introduction. I am Toastmaster Preetika, the Toastmaster of the day. In short, the host for today. So as a few more guests have joined, I would reiterate the Toastmasters structure. In Toastmasters meeting, we have 3 segments. The first one is prepared speech, where the registered Toastmasters would come here and deliver a prepared speech based on their chosen pathway, and that is what we are going. And the second segment is called table topics, where you will have to speak something in an impromptu way, where guests can also take part. And the third segment is called evaluation, where you get feedback for improvements. Now let's move on to the second speaker. Before calling the second speaker, let me call the speaker evaluator, Toastmaster Anandan, to read the speech objectives.
My target speaker is one of the greatest speakers of Toastmasters, Toastmaster Monica. I'm happy and honored to evaluate her speech, and she is a very scintillating speaker, and today's topic is really going to make all of you all tingle yourself. When life gives you tangerines, just watch out how life is going to give you tangerines. She's here to just show herself. Thank you.
Let me introduce the second speaker. She is a woman who can balance sheets like a pro, conversations like a podcast host. She is a chartered accountant by profession, with a heart full of positivity, curls full of personality. Get ready to be inspired by the unstoppable Toastmaster Monica. Toastmaster Monica, when life gives you tangerines, Toastmaster Monica.
Wear your detective hats, make a wild guess why people become chartered accountants.
Because of their parents.
Good at numbers. Any other wild guess?
Make more money.
Okay. I was told by my father if you become a chartered accountant, you will be financially settled for the rest of your life. You need not even work. My imaginations ran wild beyond limits. As soon as I completed my 12th standard, I was imagining, if I get degree in this hand, I will be getting paychecks in lakhs in this hand. This was the only fuel because of which I started doing CA course. On the day when the results were declared, I saw pass on the tab. I called my father. I could not speak. I was crying. For the first and last time in my life, I had happy tears. My father took the phone and I could not speak. I was welling up beyond limits. And he is my father. After 30 seconds, he said, "Don't worry, my next attempt you will become a chartered accountant." Then I said, no, I cleared a bar. Then he had happy tears for the very first time in his life. As soon as I disconnected the phone, that day should have been the most happiest day in my life. Yes or no?
Yes.
But all those happiness got disconnected the moment I kept that phone down. So many thoughts were rushing into my mind. Who will believe me as a CA? How will I pay the rent? Where I will choose an office? Will clients come to me? Will they really pay me in lakhs? All these questions started coming to my mind. And I was searching for answers, but I could not get any single answer. So, being a passionate traveler, I packed my bags and booked a ticket to Ooty. At what time Metropolitan Express is? 10:55 p.m. Okay, I catch the train. Reached Ooty. I was the dullest person on Ooty on that day. Do you know where according to the itinerary, where the traveling agent will take you first? No. That is the last thing. So he took me to Ooty Lake. Okay. Since I went alone, in that boat I was only sitting, and the person who was rowing the boat was sitting opposite to me. In the middle of Ooty Lake, tall mountains, clear sky, serene water, and strong smell of eucalyptus. I was very sad. I don't know what that man who was rowing the boat thought. He might have thought there are possibilities that this girl might jump into the lake. So he started explaining me about the history of Ooty. And I was not in a mood to listen actually, but I thought, okay, let us hear. And he explained me regarding the landslides which usually take place and the aftermaths of landslides also. I asked him, if there are landslides and if you are sure that you people will lose your lives, then why you choose to be in Ooty again and again? He was just a boatman who was rowing the boat. He was not qualified. I don't think he would have ever visited school also. He said me, this is the place which gave us all hope to live and survive, which no other place will give us. That was my eureka moment. Any guesses why?
You want to because what?
No. Actually, I was having so much of fears because these days you have access to lots of information. You need not even go to a professional office. You can find the solutions by yourself. That was my biggest fear when I cleared CA exams. What will happen? Why people will come to my office? That boatman gave the idea. All the artificial intelligence will never match the emotional intelligence of a human being. Who will handle your business and money better than you? Do you think CS will handle it better than you? No, never. But why do they come to a professional?
Consult.
No, not to consult.
Second.
Even if I give opinion also, the next thing what the client will do is Google it, whether it is right or wrong. That is the fact. They come to a professional because they need hopeful words to carry forward in their lives. They need a hand to hold them when they are at the moment about to stumble. So I decided, whenever a client comes, 100% professional knowledge and 200% hopeful words will make out things for me. And today, that hope made real wonders to me. I am not the richest chartered accountant as I imagined during my school days, but I am the most happiest chartered accountant today because I sleep with no regrets and I wake up with lots of gratitude. I can tell you all one thing, whenever life gives you tangerines, peel it with a smile, savor the sweetness and pass on the zest to everyone. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Monica, for the fresh speech. Let's give 1 minute of silence for the speaker evaluator to note down the points. Timer, please let me know when 1 minute has elapsed. Guests can also fill out the 360 form, which has been sent in the guest group. Thank you, Timer. One more guest have joined us, so we'll get a short introduction from you, Hassan. Can you please come to the stage and introduce yourself and how do you get to know about Toastmasters?
It's my pleasure to meeting you all so in this wonderful platform. So I came to know that Toastmasters through the social platform. I guess I forgot from the LinkedIn or from Facebook. So in the I was working in the other foreign countries. There also I used to attend, but not regular. So hopefully there due to many circumstances, I just go randomly. So just it's my pleasure to meeting you all. Yeah, just it's a learning process for me.
Thank you. I hope you will enjoy this community club.
Yeah.
Now, we are going to hear from our last speaker. Before calling the speaker, let me call the speaker evaluator, Toastmaster John, to read out the speech objectives.
Okay, we are going to be listening to a sizzling speech. The purpose of the speech is for the member to share some aspects of their experience of maintaining a blog. Did you all go through the blog that Toastmaster Carolyn shared in our group? Yeah, so here she's actually learning about maintaining a blog and she's going to be sharing about her blog. One thing that I realized when I was reading this blog, it's been a long time since I saw a blogspot post. So it's we've moved on to Medium and Substack and all that and had to go back to blogspot. I'm looking forward to the speech. All the best to my target speaker.
Let me introduce the last speaker. She is a person with 30 years of experience and a heart that's forever young. She is a psychologist who listens with care and speaks with soul, a dedicated professional and a captivating storyteller. Let's welcome the graceful Toastmaster Carolyn. Toastmaster Carolyn, when you can't see the light, moving through the shadows to find oneself. When you can't see the light, moving through the shadows shadows to find oneself. Toastmaster Caroline.
Good morning once again. For those who have joined as guests and have no idea about this project, it might seem a little weird, but then let me just, I'll try to share it in the guest group once I go back. So I'm supposed to be sharing today about my experience as a blogger. Have you heard this statement that necessity is the mother of invention? Yes. Okay. So I joined Toastmasters in 2023 June. Okay. And I've given about 14 speeches on this stage. And this project in level 4 was by far the most toughest project for me. I'll tell you why. Initially, the only other person who did this presentation mastery pathway was Toastmaster Kriti Surana. So about 1 year back, around June last year, she did a podcast and I thought that, okay, let me also try to do a podcast. But I tried to fix up an interview with many people and that didn't happen. I waited for 3 months, it didn't happen. Finally, Toastmaster John was so gracious to spend one afternoon, and in this very place we recorded a podcast. Have you heard of Murphy's Law? How many of you have heard of Murphy's Law? Whatever needs to go wrong will go wrong. After recording the podcast, we got to know that Toastmaster John had recorded his bit on his phone and I recorded my bit on my phone. When he tried to share the video, he couldn't locate the video. Okay? And so I had to again give up the podcasting, and then I was looking through my other options and I found the blogspot. How do I do it? I have less time because on our vision board we have all written about what we want to accomplish in this term, and my thing was to somehow get rid of this project. I had to finish it at any cost. So I was like thinking about how I could do it. Suddenly an idea struck me. I took all the speeches that I have given and I turned it into short blogs within a span of 2 days last week. It was a wonderful experience, and as speakers we initially start our journey by scripting. So the blog post became actually a raw script of what I had written and sent to my mentors. So I would like to share to all the Toastmasters and aspiring Toastmasters that blogging is a way of communicating to the entire internet users about how your experience has been. And thank you so much, and I'll just kick off my blog.
Thank you, Toastmaster Caroline. There are a lot of blank space left in our vision board, and I request all the Toastmasters who have not kept a goal for themselves, please use the break time to write one of your goals in the vision board. Now let's give 1 minute of silence for the speaker evaluator. Guests can also fill out the 360-degree form which has been sent in the guest group.
profound truth.
Okay, to refresh all of you, let's play one more Would You Rather game. I request all the Toastmasters and guests to stand up. So for those of you new here, I'll tell you, I am going to ask you, would you rather this or that? If you say this, if you say yes to the first question, you can sit. If you say yes to the second question, you can remain standing so that you know who is the like-minded person around you. Would you rather deliver a speech on a topic you know nothing about it? Would you deliver a speech on a topic you know nothing about it? Or listen to a 10 hours long speech about the history of spoons? Or
Thank you.
amazing, there are so many Toastmasters and guests who's ready to give a speech on a topic that you know nothing about it. Don't worry, there is a table topic session that is coming up.
So related to sports.
That's a surprise. So now we are going to have an educational session. Let me introduce the speaker. He is an award-winning theatre artist, a sharp entrepreneur, and a Toastmaster who have won so many contests, who knows how to exactly command the stage and the spotlight. Get ready to learn, laugh, and lift it. Please put your hands together to welcome just a phenomenal Toastmaster judge.
Okay, how many of you would love to come here and talk for hours together? How many of you will do it even if you're a little nervous about it? Yeah, that's the spirit. This is the other version of the would you rather. But yeah, I'm just like really, I had a different starting for my speech, but I wanted to really mention here about these speeches that we've been hearing today. Saranya, Monica, and Preetika just like kicking it out of the court, like just like that. And I'm really happy for all of you guys because like we're seeing you from the first speech to now, and you're doing really awesome. Okay, so my name is John Pradeep. I am an introvert. I will not look like that when I'm on stage because that is what I practice to showcase to people as. But if you've seen me in a public place, please don't expect this energy from me. I will just like shy away and go away because I'm really an introvert. But having said that, being an introvert, I've been able to speak all of the on stage in front of a lot of people because I found this one thing: the power of stories and storytelling. Okay, so I work with a lot of children and I tell a lot of stories. And as I kept telling stories and stories and stories, I found that I actually can use these stories to do public speaking. And using this, I don't have to remember what I have to say. I just have to go on stage and remember the story. I know the flow. I know where to break, what to talk, how to get the audience attention, and all of those things. And that is what I'm going to be teaching to you today. You think that will be exciting? Yeah? Okay, so with this particular method, I'm going to be talking about a method. And with this method, you will be, like, if you get like a 5 minutes of quiet time, you will be able to create a speech. Is that good? Yeah? Okay, so now here is something that I want to ask you. If at all you have to go and like talk to anybody, you will surely have some kind of a story in mind, no? Like something that you went through. Why would you like to want to go up on stage and talk? Why would you want to go up on stage and talk? Why?
To share your view.
To share your view, to share our perspective, to share our knowledge, to share our experience, all of those things, right? And that is why we will want to go up on stage and talk. So the first key here is to find out what exactly I am excited about. What is my view? What is my knowledge? Why should I go up on stage and talk? Anytime when we think of public speaking, we go back to our good old school days where please will come and tell this is the topic, please talk. And that is where our first nervousness came into place. Yeah? Let me give you an imaginary situation. Okay, how many of you here like dinosaurs? Dinosaurs. Others don't like it so much. What do you guys like more? Bikes? Yeah? Okay, nice, okay. So I'll go with dinosaurs as of now. Okay, so imagine it's a lockdown day, nobody's outside, you're walking on the roads of the highway of the Vellore. and suddenly you hear a huge thud near you, and you look that it's a huge leg of one dinosaur, and you look up and it's a beautiful, beautiful dinosaur out there. Okay? And you're like, oh my god, I just saw a dinosaur, and the dinosaur takes like 2 big steps, moves and goes away. And you don't know where the dinosaur went. Now you run back to your home or wherever you come from, your school, wherever, college, house, workplace, wherever, and you want to tell people that you saw a dinosaur. Guys, I saw a dinosaur. Now, do you think you will stand there and think saying, my English is not very good, these people are going, I'm not going, they're going to judge me? Or do you think saying, I am not wearing a coat and suit, people will not they respect me? Or you're going to think saying, hey, wait, dinosaurs are extinct. I have not, I'm going to talk about something really crazy. Are you going to stop there and think about it? No. If you're excited about it, you will stutter, you will blabber, you will say your ahs and oohs and everything, but still you will run there and tell people, no? Have you been in that kind of a situation where you actually don't know what you're talking about, but you will keep talking? You will not even notice that the other people are becoming very tired of it or bored of it, but you will still keep talking because it's coming from your heart. That's where this public speaking is moving. Gone are those days where everybody is saying keep an open body language, stand straight, look at your audience, chin up. All of those things is gone now. If it comes from your heart, it impacts people. Now, how do we get it to come from your heart? That's where we're going to be doing this exercise right now. Okay, you see, you have the first page there. Okay, now you're not going to be doing the fill in the blanks of this particular first page, but you are going to enter your answers in the second page here. And when you enter it in your second page here, don't enter it in any order at all, but enter it as a word cloud. All of you have seen a word cloud before? Okay, word clouds are these things where you have small words, big words, bigger words, smaller words, like everywhere, all over the paper. Right? So now here is what we are going to be doing. The answers of any of these questions, there can be more questions also, but I've picked only this much. But answers of any of these questions could be the topic of that exciting speech that you want to be talking about. Okay? Now how does that work? Now you'll say, that first one, leave it off, but it can be. But like if I say, I love to eat, what do you love to eat? Can somebody say? Biryani. Come on, people of Vellore. Okay, no. But yeah, so biryani is something that I love to eat. Do I want to make a speech about biryani?
Yes.
Yeah? Then you take the second page and write biryani in bigger fonts and stronger, brighter color if you have. Yeah? Bigger fonts. Because later on when you look at this paper, you should be saying, oh, I can talk about biryani. Biryani and biryani. Maybe, I don't know. But you can write it as a bigger font. So when you look at the word cloud, you can find the topics that you are really excited about. Got it, everybody? Okay, so let's go with this first. First, you can write your name. Would you like to talk about yourself?
Yes.
Please write it bigger. But,
For the members, the field is posted.
Oh, so the members don't, no, I think everybody has this paper, no? Oh, no? Okay, so the members, you can have it, Jaira will distribute your paper, the paper, there's a colorful paper for you, so you can do your, okay, so what is your name? The PDF is shared in the group, but you don't have to refer to it. Right now, just follow what I'm saying right now, and you can do it on your colorful sheet, okay? So, if you think talking about yourself is a great, exciting topic, then write it in bigger fonts on the page. But if you think saying, yeah, I don't know, then still write your name, but in smaller fonts somewhere. Got it? Still write the answer, but in smaller fonts in some corner. It need not be prominent on the word cloud. Done? Okay, second, I love to eat. Again, think about what you love to eat, and think if you want to really make a speech about it. And if you want to really make a speech about it, write it in bigger fonts, somewhere in any direction that you want to. And if you think saying, yeah, I love to eat that, but I don't want to go on stage and talk about it, then write it in smaller fonts in some corner. Still write the answer, but write it in smaller fonts in some corner. Okay, I'm going to go a little fast, just follow up with me, okay? I'm a fan of playing Dash. What do I love playing? Again, would you like to make a speech about it?
Yes.
write it in bigger fonts. Yeah. Okay, if no, still write the answer because it might connect you with the speeches that you want to make later. People don't know that I am good at. This is always one super topic to talk about because I can come on stage and say, hey, do you know I am an introvert? Yeah, but yeah, you can think about, like say, hey, I actually do this, like small things that I am good at. People don't know that I do dash. I am really good at people skills. I'm like, you can think of talents. One. Second, you can think of values and strengths that you have. I'm good at solving problems. I'm good at organizing things. I'm good at all of those. People don't know that I'm good at. Yeah, this one is again an answer to a thing that is there in the deep of our hearts. Like always looking at people and saying, I know I can do this, but I don't want to go there and boost saying I'm good at it. That always happens, no? People don't know that I'm good at this. Yeah, that's the thing. Okay? The next one is people know that I am good at. That also is something that you can talk about. I am good at dash. I am good at dash. Again, remember the font size, bigger, smaller and all that. Okay? Now here is a situation, okay? Like for example, if you are my close friend and I am talking to somebody at a party and you are walking from there, what would you want me to tell about you? Saying, hey, meet Mr. Karthikeyan, he is da 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 da. I want to tell something, no? Like, hey, meet Pritika, she is da 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 da. You want me to tell something, no? What are people usually saying? What do you want people to say about you when they introduce you to their friends? Just put words, no need longer sentences, just put words because they can become the title of your speech. Okay? The next one here is one quality I wish to be known for. Hey, John is dash. Saranya is dash. Just one quality, no? Kind, grateful, hardworking, sizzling. Yeah? Happy, helpful, whatever. What do you want to be known as? Okay, again, do you want to make a speech about it? Yeah. One thing I wish everybody knew, this one is a message. It can be related to your life journey, it can be related to your career, it can be related to your talent, whatever. One thing that I wish everybody knew, like I wish everybody knew that everybody should follow their passion. I wish that everybody had a little bit of art in their life at any point in time. I wish everybody knew how AI actually works. I don't know, like all of these could become topics of your life. I wish everybody knew a little bit of financial literacy in their life. Anything. It can be your strength, your career, your job, whatever you want. Okay? The next one is this. Like anytime you are just standing somewhere, sitting somewhere and you hear somebody talking on a topic, you run, barge in and say, yes, yeah, no, and you talk for hours together. What is it? It could be BTS, it could be CSK, it could be the current news, the climate, whatever. What is it? Karthik sir is laughing, is it? Yeah, anything that you think, you jump in and you do. Like this would either be like, I think I added one more question about Instagram. Yeah, that's the follow-up question. Usually when you log into Instagram, what is Instagram showing you? That means that's what you're searching for. Okay? Yeah. Your main ID. Yeah, so what is Instagram showing you? That is what you're looking for. That means that is something that's pulling you. Yeah? Again, when it comes to consuming, I put this question in this way because it's not about what we consume, it's about what we think we can create out of what we consume. Not just sitting there and watching and going off, but can I do something about it, is the idea. Okay, the last question. Okay, so now, this one isn't like this. That does not follow into any of the topics that we have written right now. Until now, it's all topics. Now is the actual story. Turn to your word cloud. Look at your word cloud and see: are there any meaningful incidences that happened in my life with respect to this big font topic there. And why do I think it's meaningful? Don't know. Think about it. Yeah, are there any meaningful incidences? And separately write this as a list of incidences. It could be a trip that you went to, it could be a problem that you got yourself into, it could be an embarrassing moment you went through, it could be the happiest moment in your life, anything but that goes with these topics there. You will get multiple stories. Maybe write it on the right hand side corner here as a list. No need like long sentences, again one word that will remind you that that is the incident. Some failures you have had in your life. Some wisdom that you got from experience. One defining moment that you thought, yeah, correct. Or that one moment where you decided something and that changed the whole thing for you in your life. It can be your career, your relationship, your health, wealth. You decided that and then it changed everything for you. Okay, done. I have a 20 minutes slot, so I'm going to go a little faster. Okay. Now, here are the list of stories that you can share in your speech. How many stories do you have? Can you show me a number just with your fingers for me to see? Jaden has 10 stories. Karthik sir has 3 stories. 5 stories. 9 stories. See, the younger you are, more stories you have. 4 stories. Awesome. Okay, so now you have all these stories. Now don't pick the story that you think will go really awesome. Pick a story that is really exciting for you. Because we are talking about how we want to go on stage and just without fear share about that particular story. Pick the story that's really exciting for you. Okay, once you picked, show me a thumbs up and put your hands down. This is the Zoom version of my reaction. Yeah, nice, thank you. Pick a story, pick a story, pick a story. Now we can go into the detailing of it. The story can be elaborated and shared and shared with everybody. If you can tell the story for at least 1 or 2 minutes, we are good to go right now. Okay? Now here is the thing. Now any story in the world goes through this thing called the emotional arc. Have you heard of this word called the emotional arc? Yeah? So this emotional arc is something that comes from me, but the audience go through. Now what is this emotional arc that audience go through? Okay, let me tell you one story and you guess what that story is. Okay, like I'll tell you the glimpse of what exactly the template of the story. The template is basically, once upon a time there was a hero. This hero went in search for something but could not get it. And finally one place the hero found that thing that they came for, but it was so difficult for them to get because there was a big problem there. And that is when this hero came up with some great idea. Somebody came there, they helped the hero, and the hero got what exactly they came for. What story is this? What is it? Yeah, so I don't know what that movie is, but I know the story of that story. Yeah, yes, okay, yeah, what else? I know. Okay, so what all did you think of? Did you guys think of a lot of movies, stories and all of that? Yeah, this story is basically the crow and not even the vada. No, it's the thirsty crow. It's a thirsty crow. Everybody, that's most probably the first story that we hear of. No? Anybody that says that story. And did you know that the same template is being followed in Harry Potter to Kung Fu Panda to everything? Yes. Think about it. The hero starts from somewhere, goes somewhere, just about to get it, but there is a big problem. And somebody comes there and gives them wisdom, and then immediately they get what they want. Yeah? Why is that like this? After I knew this, I actually got bored of all of these movies because I know what is coming up next. Yeah? Why is that? Because that's one story template that everybody loves in this world. Now, the incident that you took, can you be able to put that in that story template where there is an introduction which is introducing you and the people there and the surroundings and everything, and then there is a problem somewhere there, and then there is a solution part. 3 parts to it. Would you be able to share that? Yeah, that story that you created, the memorable story that you put down for yourself. If you divide that story into 3 parts of introducing about yourself, telling a little bit about where you are from, what you are, which is relevant to the story. Second is that part where, that main part where what you want to tell people, and then tell them saying, hey, that is why I'm here to come and talk to you. Yeah, if you can divide this into 3, please write this down in your paper wherever. SSO formula. Please write it down. SSO formula. The story part of it, which is the last page, is there in the last page also. The story part of it, followed by a supporting data, which is followed by your observation about it. Okay, if I had like half an hour more, I would have gotten you to do this for yourself. But yeah, the yellow board is here already. Now the supporting data is something that you will get from Google or ChatGPT. What is this about? Like for example, the crow is coming here and talking a TED talk. The introduction part of the crow story is what? Once upon a time, I was a crow. I lived in Vellore. Summer season, even Palar is dry. I start feeling thirsty. That's the first introduction part. Now, right after the introduction story part, the crow will go on to a supporting data. The supporting data is something, have I written there? The 5 things, the 5 supporting data? Oh, it's not there. Yeah, I wrote it and posted it on my Substack. I will share it with all of you. Yeah, so the supporting data can be a recent survey. Like the crow is saying, a recent survey suggests that the Palar will never be full ever again in life. Supporting data. A recent survey, or second one is a recent news. Yesterday was the hottest, and the crow was there thirsty. Yeah? And the third one could be a quote or a story of a famous personality. Even when MK Stalin came down to Vellore, he spoke about this. Yeah? The fourth one is to tell how important this is. I've been in Vellore for the last 10 years and this has been the thing here. Yeah, so that's the supporting data. You can insert your supporting data within your stories. Now the crow will continue and say, I flew right to the Palar, it was not there. Then I flew to another lake that was there, it was not there. I heard of the waterfalls near Satvachari, that was also dry. Is the problem part of it. Where again, supporting data is what? Again, talking about all of these statistics. Now the last part is the solution part. Finally, I went behind this tendril tea shop and there was a pot full of water. And you know what? Human beings have forgotten to keep water for us. Now go into supporting data of how human beings have forgotten that the other animals exist at all. And then talk about the conclusion and tell saying, see, this is why I am here to talk to you. Because we struggle for water every single day. And here are the things that I want you human beings to remember about we crows. Do you think I'll be able to talk? Can I see all of your speeches? I'll do this. Maybe you can, whoever invited you to the group, into the meeting, if you can draft the speech like a skeleton, not the full speech, just the skeleton saying first part of my speech, supporting data, and then share your observation also. Second part of my story, supporting data, and share your observation. Third part of my story, supporting data, and your observation. That becomes the first speech for you to go up on stage, very excited, without nervousness, and deliver and get a standing ovation also. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster John, for such an insightful session. Now let's break for 10 minutes and we'll come back and resume our session. Welcome back all the Toastmasters and my dear guests. Let's play one more Would You Rather before getting into the session. Okay, Toastmasters and guests, stand up. Would you rather be the one and only laughing at your joke, or have the audience laugh when you didn't mean to be the funny? Would you rather be the only one laughing at your joke, or have the audience laugh when you didn't mean to be funny?
Second,
first one. Okay.
Will you repeat the question, please? I am not following. Sorry.
Would you, so if you say yes to the first question, you will sit.
Okay.
If you say yes to the second
As we
question,
did
you
last
remain
time.
stand. Would you rather be the only one laughing at your joke or have the audience laugh when you didn't mean to be funny?
Yes.
We are not going to say.
Okay, okay, then the job of table topic master will get easier. Okay, thank you Toastmasters. Please take your seat. Let's get in the second segment of today's meeting. To conduct table topic segments, let me welcome a person. By day, he decodes finances. By night, he crafts his first book. A financial consultant with flair for words and wisdom, let me welcome Toastmaster Samuel as table topic master today.
So good morning guys. So before that the intro I never wrote that. So I like to explain. So I'm table topic masters today. So table topic section is like an intro section where I give you the topic and you will give a 1 to 2 minutes speech. So minimum duration is 1 minute and maximum is 2 minutes. So you will be seeing a green card at 1 minute. 1 minute 30 seconds yellow card and 2 minutes red card. We have a buffer timing of 30 seconds. So I actually like to get a volunteer. Any Toastmasters here? Toastmaster Arish, what's the best part of being you? What is the best part of being you, Toastmaster Arish?
Hi dear Toastmaster, the topic given to me, the best part of being you. The best part of being you is you only. The thing is, there are millions of people in this world, but being yourself is what will make you unique. Only by being you, there are many inventions, from the tube light to every invention has been made. If everybody was safe, no invention would have been made and no problem would have been solved. And being you, if you're like, just imagine the world is, everybody is same, there's no change, life would be boring and there won't be any there will be lots of connections, but what makes life better is differences and overcoming those differences. And best part of being you is, you'll be yourself, you'll be unique and there will be no one other than you who is unique to yourself. Thank you.
Any other volunteers? So can I have yes, Srinivas? Yes, Srinivas. My biggest regret is Srinivas.
So, to be frank, I have a lot of regrets. So, each and everyone would have a lot of regrets, and actually, regrets. It's a very coming from a different background, I chose a different kind of course, and I followed through a lot of things. I've grown a lot, and after the college days, I've met a lot of failures and regrets, and most of it is because everyone is living their first life, so it's the same for me, and so I made mistakes and I've learned a lot from them, and currently I don't consider them as regrets because I've like accepted the fact and like addressed it and trying to grow, outgrow from it. And so yeah, thank you. Any Toastmasters or any gift? Toastmaster Anand, your greatest challenge. Your greatest challenge, Toastmaster Anand.
I retired at the age of 66, and my wife wanted me to retire because she wanted me to spend some time with her. But my children don't want me to retire because they want me to make some more money so that I will not ask them any money. So it was a situation where I have to follow my children or I want to satisfy my wife. It was a big challenge. But anyway, I just took a year off retirement, and it proved to be a great challenge because my retirement satisfied my wife, but my children were a little bit unhappy. Anyway, it was high time I satisfied my wife because I'm going to spend the rest of my life with my wife and not with my children. But what happened? My wife took undue advantage of my retirement. Guess what? She started asking me to do all the household jobs. Oh my God. I said it's better to go and work than sit at home. Okay, anyway, I just thought I'm just helping my wife. So she started the first one, sweep the floor. Okay, I sweep the floor. Wash the vessel. Wash the vessel. Cut the onions. Cut the vegetables. I said, next year I'm going to ask me to cook. And what are you going to do? She said, I've been doing it all these years. Why don't you do it for some more time? So the greatest challenge was do your household job or make some money and go out and feel liberated. So I took the second option and I started to go for a job. So going for a job again is not tedious. So I thought I'd do a professional work like just marketing and consultant, and I won my challenge to become a marketer and a consultant. Thank you.
I am also saying the same boat.
Follow my path.
Can I have a guest person? Yes, sir. I am Prime Minister of India. Yes, sir.
That was a secret topic.
Sorry. It's not audible. Yes, person. I am Prime Minister of India. I am Prime Minister of India. Yes, person.
Hi, I am Hassan. When I become a Prime Minister, I want to change first of all the education system, because nowadays the education system was not that much better. But it's better when I study in my school times. But now when I see my matrix and my 10th, but nowadays the 3rd standard and 4th standard students are doing the matrix. So it's too good thing. But I want to take more involvement, and there are too many language barriers in India. So there is no national language for India. Somebody says it's a Hindi, but it's not a good thing. But in my way. But if I become a Prime Minister, it's not a good for India. I'm sure. That's what I think.
So we will support you.
Yes. Thank you. I have some votes. Me too. Thank you.
You can have many PAs.
So, can I have guest Rohit? My happiest moment. My happiest moment.
My scariest moment is my happiest moment is like I went for a trek in Himalayas. It was a snow trek. That was the first time I had a snow trek. I felt like it was a tough journey for me at that time, like from going from Vellore to Uttarakhand. My parents, I'm having a struggle with my parents. Like my parents were more possessive, so they felt like what will happen? What if there is some sort of like a? At the time maybe there was like a some sort of Muslim riot was going on in Uttarakhand. It was dated at 2024 Jan I think. So my parents were like more concerned about me not to go for that trip. I took myself like a bold step to do that thing, and later I had completed my trek. That was like a memorable moment for me. Thank you.
Can I have any volunteer? Yes. Guest Vinod. Yes, you know, my 1 crore bank balance. My 1 crore bank balance is
Yeah, if we consider my current balance, it would be zero. Like taking that as an my 1 crore balance. You want me to speak like what I would do?
yeah, not you. You can 1 crore.
Yeah, of course, like the necessity, the basic things like which of course needed would be the first priority, like the housing and the other accommodation, like whatever has to be done. So I'd be fulfilling that, using that 1 crore balance, and I would save something for future, you know, where I can spend the rest of the things using those money. I would spend something for me because like as a kind of reward, I'm spending the rest of the time like whatever I was trying to achieve or whatever I was trying to study, as a kind of reward that I would be spending myself for something for me, and the rest of course to my parents, like who took care of me for a very long time and then like, given me a proper education, and then like who supported me until like I stand myself on my own land. So I would be spending few of those amounts to my family, my parents, and of course like a few to my friends, like who supported in my tough situation, like wherever in case of any needs or something, like they would have been lended me something, so I would be supporting them as well. So probably these are the things like which I will do if I get some 1 crore of
So can I get guest Pradeep? Guest Pradeep. My favorite place in Earth. My favorite place in Earth is Pradeep.
So my favorite place would be the Switzerland. Switzerland is my favorite place on there. So it has a very beautiful and natural place. I think many of you would have seen some like pictures, even in the videos, even the travel vloggers. They have shown you many beautiful places, and also like there are in this even the like yeah, I would explore the Switzerland, even some like even the Norways, like those regions. So I feel that that's my choice. And besides, India also has diverse nature. So starting from the Himalayas to in the upper, even our south region. So even India also we can explore many places. So and also want to explore like many tropical regions of India as well.
Can I get one lost volunteer? One lost person. Toastmaster monogram. My phone have ears. My phone have ears. Toastmaster monogram.
Hello Toastmasters and guests. Good morning once again. What is the topic? My phone
have ears.
My phone have ears. 100% true statement. Even the walls, they do have ears. So when you want to discuss anything in a secretive manner, you should be more aware of the environment that you are in. You should also see to whom you are talking to whom you are going to discuss the subject, and the subject matter specialists or the experts. Plus the type of conversation that you are going to make, because since you have your phone that is also having ears, naturally whatever you discuss or disclose or converse with one another will get recorded in the phone, and naturally when you go home and keep your cell phone, and when your better half comes and takes the cell phone and see your today's incoming calls status, and probably she might stumble upon the recordings, and the cell phone would definitely tell volumes about today's event that you had and you had discussed with your people against your family members, or anything undesirable to your family members. So this means to say that phone does have ears. So you should be very, very cautious about using and judicious use of cell phones. Thank you.
Yeah, another one. One person. Okay, thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Table Topic Master, Toastmaster Samuel, and all the guests and Toastmasters for actively taking part in the table topic session. Before we move on to the evaluation segment, let me tell you a very small story. When you think about Walt Disney, what comes to your mind? The cartoons, the castles, the amazing endings. But the story was not like what it had been shown. In the beginning, Walt was failing a lot. His first studio went bankrupt. The movies that he made have not made any money. The banks has nothing to do with it, but he did not stop. By the mid of 1930s, he made nearly 400 cartoons. You heard it right? 400 cartoons, and people did like it. But nothing has made money. When you are working hard and people also like your work, but you are wondering whether it's going to be successful work or not. That's a fear and a kind of failure, but he did not stop. Then came the Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, which made around $8 million in 1937, which is roughly today $120 million. All his losses were recovered. So dear Toastmasters, you don't have to give an award-winning speech every single time. What you have to do, keep progressing and let that do its magic. Now let's move on to the final segment of our today's meeting. For that, let me introduce Toastmaster Abhida Shah, the general evaluator for the today.
in the segment general evaluation. For the benefit of guests, we do general evaluation with our tag team and with the speaker evaluator. Based on the speech given, they will evaluate and give us a report. So let me call first speaker evaluator, Toastmaster Ramesh.
Good morning, all of you. Today my target speaker was Toastmaster Saranya, and I have this feedback to share about her speech. And my focus was on vocal variety and usage of body language during a course of presentation. So it was very interesting that she opened with a question to the audience. And finally, he ended with the question. That was very interesting. Usually, he asked the question at the beginning, but what she made was to ask the question at the end as well. That was very interesting, very well done. And the flow of content was very good. You had the opening, the body, and the finish. So it was very befitting. And usage of floor was also very good. You had one orchestration of walk move from one end to the other. That was very nice. And what I really admired was the voice modulation when she just spoke about calling somebody on the phone and asking when was it. That expression was so very nice. When it comes to some recommendation from my side, the energy at the start was high. Over a period of time, it was slowly dipping down. I could see your eyes going down. I would encourage you to focus on the audience. Because when I look at you, I could sense that you're just going through your content in your mind. What should I speak next? If you can work on that, and similarly, you should show some enthusiasm. Your flow of speech was very nice. A bit of enthusiasm to connect the audience better. And the eye contact with the audience was limited to someone on the back. I don't know who was it, but I think equal eye contact should be with all the audience. Overall, to summarize, it was a very good speech. Thank you so much.
Now let's call second speaker evaluator, Toastmaster Anand.
As an evaluator, our job is to see the best part of the speakers. Pinpoint each and every point which has to be appreciated to help the speaker feel on top of the world. And not only that, it is our job to see that the speaker needs to improve on certain points. We have to pinpoint that point so that we will be able to make the speaker improve the speech to a higher level. So once you know what your place, what are the things you have to improve, you will do it in the next speech. So I am here to tell you first my appreciations, things which I noticed with Toastmaster Monica. Opening was wonderful. She opened up with a question to the audience. She was very cool and calm. That is her nature. And she is always smiling and she's jovial. Good voice modulation. The flow was wonderful. The story was lovely, intervened, woven very well. The message well delivered. And of course, she is a scintillating speaker, everybody knows about it. And the point she has to improve on is, first, she has completely forgotten that she's got such a big stage. She forgot that. She is mesmerized in just telling the story and not using the stage. So I would recommend her to use the stage, move a little bit on the left, move a little bit on the right, and things like that. Second point I noticed it was, she was looking at the audience and then closing her eyes. Then she was looking at the audience and then closing her eyes. I don't know why, but she has to improve on that. If you want to stop closing your eyes and look at the audience, not only look at the audience, you have to look in the front and the back and cover the whole audience. The third point is, she should add a little bit of action. The action will make the audience more interactive. Like for example, when she went to sleep, she said, I went to sleep. She could have said, I went to sleep, like that. Or tears in my father's eyes, tears in my eyes. So this will be more attractive to the audience. And if she improves on these small things, she'll become a great speaker, and one day we'll see her in the World Best Speakers Forum. Thank you.
Next, we have third speaker evaluator, Toastmaster John.
Okay, congratulations to Toastmaster Carolyn for completing one full pathway successfully. I would like to start with saying I'm glad we failed it. Because you know what, your writings are even more awesome than your speeches. And those writings are really, really good, and I think I'm glad we failed. And when you started your speech here, you kept the guests in mind. You remember that we have not shared the blogs. Yes, she will be sharing the blogs that she has written. Please go through that and maybe personally message her and tell her what you thought about it, because I remember of this incident when I was talking to her, and I told her saying, you know what, for you to become a great speaker, the first thing that you need to do is a constant regular net practice. And one big gift that we have for all of us to do a constant regular net practice is to post content on social media. And she said, John, no, I'm not an influencer like you. And I did not have an answer to it. And I'm saying you are an influencer and you have to continue to write, because people will love doing this. And it's not just like, so when your strength is writing, I think then you can repurpose it to videos and audios and podcasts and everything later on. So start with whatever your strength is and continue to do that. Second, I loved how you started the disclaimer of the honest story of how exactly we started this with this level, how we failed, we did this. So that way, it was not just the introduction to the blog, but saying, hey, here is me that has created this. And I think you should go check it out. And that kind of storytelling and through the speech was very, very nice. I think I told the recommendations already, because your strength is writing. I would urge you to write more, because as a speaker, our content being there online, constantly being on the top of minds of people is really, really awesome. Another recommendation is Blogspot. Slightly, since you're starting right now, not more people are there on Blogspot right now. Substack is an upgraded version of it, where it will directly reach people's inbox when you write it. It will go in as an email and people will subscribe and read to it like a newsletter. That is a recommendation I have for you. And congratulations one more time, and thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster John. Now let me call my team to give a report on time, grammar, words usage, and the R counters we used. Let me have our grammarian first, Toastmaster Karthik.
Good morning, Toastmasters and good guests. I am happy to say Toastmasters Abhidasha, John and Carolyn used the word of the day. The grammar part of it, Toastmaster Saranya said they went to the exam hall and found the exam was yesterday. It should have been the previous day. When you talk about the past, you never use today or yesterday or tomorrow. You use the previous day or next day. So it's a common mistake everybody makes, but it should be corrected. Like I can tell today, yesterday, but if I can't say on 13th I was in Chennai, on yesterday I was in Vellore. Meaning 12th I was in Vellore. No, I don't say the previous day I was in Vellore. And Toastmaster Monica used nice words like tangerine, serene and eureka. But she used most happiest twice. See, you have happy, the adjective, happier, comparative, happiest, superlative. And you have some adjectives where you cannot develop them. So like difficult, more difficult, most difficult. But as Toastmaster Manoharan said, she was really excited in her speech. So she was stressing this most happiest twice. Toastmaster Carolyn used a good proverb, necessity is the mother of invention, and Murphy's law. Then Toastmaster used extinct dinosaur. Extinct means no longer existing. It's a thing of the past. And you also used a phrase called defining moment. Defining moment is the climax or the most important situation in one's life. Then he also used emotional arm, and I didn't understand what it was. I will take it out. Thank you.
Now let's have our counter Toastmaster, Harish.
Hi dear Toastmaster, I'm happy to say that all of the three speakers, I couldn't find any mistake.
Thank you, counter. This was the detailed report. Now let's go for the timer. Toastmaster Vani to bring her timer.
So we do have some time disqualifications today. Where's Toastmaster Harish? Okay, Toastmaster Harish gave the shortest report ever, I think. So he took only 10 seconds to deliver the report. And in table topics speeches, Toastmaster Harish took 1 minute, guest Srinivas took 1 minute 23 seconds, Toastmaster Anandan took 2 minutes 22 seconds, guest Vasant took 1 minute 20 seconds, guest Rohit took 1 minute 4 seconds, guest Vinod took 1 minute 48 seconds, and guest Pradeep took 50 seconds. And Toastmaster Manoharan took 1 minute 49 seconds. And the prepared speeches, Toastmaster Toastmaster Saranya took 5 minutes 55 seconds, Toastmaster Monica took 6 minutes 43 seconds, and Toastmaster Carolyn took 3 minutes 16 seconds. So as for the prepared speeches, we don't have any disqualifications. And the evaluation part, Toastmaster Ramesh took 2 minutes 10 seconds, Toastmaster Anandan took 3 minutes 5 seconds, and Toastmaster John took 2 minutes 15 seconds, Toastmaster Karthik took 2 minutes 5 seconds, and I took 1 minute 15 seconds. Thank you.
Thank you, timer. This is the only one stage where timer have timer. Yes. Now let's, before giving my general evaluation report, I'll call our movie master and book master. Book master? News master. Okay, sorry. News master. We all know who is the news master of our Toastmaster Club. Toastmaster Karthik. Welcome, news master, Toastmaster Karthik.
Last week or the last fortnight, there were two important news that was making splash all over in the print media and the electronic media. One was the Supreme Court verdict on the Tamil Nadu versus Tamil Nadu governor case, and the second one was TTT, not table topic. It is Trump's tariff tantrums. So I will probably, if I am given the slot next session, I will use the TTT. But today I want to talk about the Supreme Court verdict. See, many of you may not have taken the pains to read this news, understand what it is, but it's very important because you need not be politically active, but you should be politically aware of what's happening in the country. See, first of all, to understand how a democracy works, you have three major structures. One is the legislature, second is the executive, third is the judiciary. The legislature at the center is a parliament consisting of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. And the members of the Lok Sabha are elected by the people, members of the Rajya Sabha are selected by the states. And in the states, you have the MLAs being elected directly by the people. The president is elected by the members of both the parliament and the state assemblies. The only two posts that are appointed are the vice president and the governors of all the states. So in a democracy, the role of a governor is relatively less significant. So coming back to the structure of the whole country, the entire thing in the country is guided by one document which is called the Constitution of India, framed by Dr. Ambedkar and one of the most brilliant people at that time. In that, this case is all about Article 200, which says the governor has to give an assent to a bill. So now let us see what is a bill and what is an act. See, all the laws in the country are made by either the parliament or for the states by the assembly. The parliament, what it makes is a bill which is first accepted by the majority of the parliament or the assembly as the case may be, and sent to the governor or president for approval. When they are approved, they become act, they become law. And Article 200 of the Constitution says the governor should give assent as soon as possible. This as soon as possible became too controversial as our governor was taking 2 to 3 years to give his assent, which was contested by Tamil Nadu government, and Supreme Court gave a historic verdict, very important verdict, saying that the governor was acting in malafide manner, and they declared all the 10 bills which were awaiting consent as passed. This is like the R-counter taking the role of a timer. That is, the judiciary playing the role of a legislature. Judiciary used to only ensure that all the laws passed by the legislature are enforced, but they have no powers to enact laws. This time they used the veto power as per Article 142 of the Constitution and declared all these bills as acts, which was again unprecedented. They had used in the history maybe 4 or 5 times. One was in the Perarivalan case and now. And second most important fallout of this verdict is they gave a time limit to the president, which all along was not there in the Constitution. They said the president also has to give assent within 3 months, which should have upset the present ruling government no end, because no ruling government will accept this verdict. But surprisingly, the government is keeping quiet, except a day before the Vice President talked something very critical about the Supreme Court judgment. But this week, I think they are going to the Supreme Court for review petition. See, when the Supreme Court verdict can be challenged in 3 forms. One is called a review petition, second is a curative petition, third is a presidential interference. Now they are going for a review petition. It's going to be, see, in a wise democracy, the legislature and the judiciary should not conflict with each other. It will lead to a stalemate because it is a chicken and egg case. Who came first? Nobody can tell. So you can't tell whether judiciary is supreme or legislature is supreme if they come to a clash. So wisely they avoid that. But sometimes when this becomes inevitable, then we'll have a showdown. Next week is going to be very interesting. Let's wait and watch. Thank you.
That's more descriptive and more informative. Thank you, Newsmaster. Now we have our movie master, Toastmaster Harish.
Hello dear Toastmasters. I'm going to share a lesson which I learned from a Hindi movie which I watched in Netflix. The movie name is called Mr. and Mrs. Money. The story of the movie is that there is a failed cricketer who gets married to a doctor. The doctor, one day he sees the doctor playing cricket very well. He asks her, do you play cricket? She tells, during the, before the 11th, 12th, I used to play cricket. And he saw this as an opportunity to become famous because he thought if my wife plays cricket and maybe get selected for state or national team, then I'll be famous. And his main motto was becoming famous. So he starts convincing his wife about becoming a professional cricketer and leaving her doctor job. She finally agrees to it, even with the disapproval of hero's parents and also the heroine's parents. Then there's a press conference, then the hero plays well and gets selected in the state team. Next, what happened was there was an interview, and in the interview she mentions that because of my husband's training only, I played well and he is the reason for my success. But what happened was this was not telecasted in the TV. So the husband wanted to be famous because of his wife felt dejected and ego clash happens. When the hero comes and asks the hero to train her, he denies that because of me only you became this much famous, and you now I won't train you, you itself train, and there's a lot of ego clashes happening between the hero and the heroine. In the final, there's a final match in which the heroine needs to play well. If she plays well, there are chances that she can be selected to the national team. He doesn't coach her, but he realizes there's a mistake. He goes to watch match, but it goes out of reach, and he comes only in the middle half of the match. And the important lesson which I learned is the climax of the movie. In the climax of the movie, what happened was the hero sends a message to heroine through a teammate. He says that from your childhood, you became a doctor because your father asked and you listened to him. Now you became a cricketer because I asked you for the first time in life. You decide what you are going to do. And it was the final ball and 4 runs was required to hit. This message was sent. The coach told something else. But for the first time, the heroine decided that she must do what she wants. It's the last ball of the over, she just comes and hit the ball for 6 and the ball, it goes for 6 and the heroine won the match for the team. So the lesson which I learned is, when we were children we had dreams, but after that we decided to listen to others. I'm not telling that you should completely listen to others, but what I would like to tell is, if you believe in yourself, then and do what you like, you will succeed in life. And I'd like to ask you a question. How did the heroine hit the ball for the 6 in the last match? Was it because of the training, or was it because of the message? No. She hit the ball for 6 in the last match because she did what she liked and followed her instinct. Thank you.
We all follow our instinct at one point of time or always. It's a doubt, right? Yes. Now we'll have our general evaluation report. I hope I was not present at the opening of the stage. Monica had set the fire in the opening. Is it?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Then our T.O. Modi. Oh my God. She's very innovative and cherished every minute of the Toastmaster from 9:30 to till now. 12:30, you want to go 12:30? Okay. Then our first segment was prepared speech. The speaker was, all the 3 speakers gave very remarkable performances and flawless performances. And I'm happy to say that Toastmaster Carolyn had completed her pathway. Let's have one more. Now coming to our education session. John had given a detailed structure of how we have to make a story, which helps to identify whom you are, how you have to support your story with the relevant data. That was indeed detailed information on what everybody needs, because better communicator becomes better leaders. And in the table topic segment, Toastmasters are encouraged to volunteer themselves for the table topic speeches, so that guests will also get encouraged with that. We are giving space for guests, even though in each, like one guest, one Toastmaster, one guest, one Toastmaster, give them boost. Yes, I can also do it. Of course, all our guests were wonderful today. And evaluation part. As our Toastmaster Anandan said, we have big stage to move, to dance, to perform action, to show our body language. So I encourage evaluators also to use this stage fully. Like you can do appreciation over here, recommendations over here, or somewhere part of this stage. Then table topic master should give the topic in a detailed and clear manner. I want table topic master to raise his voice, so that the one who is at the last should hear your topic clearly, and he may have some ideas. Without topic we can't speak, right? We can speak without topic also. Yes, this is my detailed evaluation, general evaluation. Now I will hand over the stage to DMO.
Thank you, General Evaluator, and your team for giving the detailed report. So we are about to close. Shall we play the final Would You Rather? Yes?
The other way around. We'll all sit. If you want to shoot, you can stand.
Alright. So, I may test few people based on your response. Okay, if you wanted to say yes to the first question, you can stand. If you say yes to the second question, you can sit. Would you rather say every 5 seconds or break into dance after every sentence? I think Toastmaster Ramesh, Karthikeyan, Vani, everybody is ready to dance.
Yeah. Yes, let them dance. As you should. It's all part of body language.
Very good. So with this, let me hand over the stage to our presiding officer, Toastmaster candidate.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Pritika, for effectively conducting the session. How was the session? How was the session? I'm some sisters now. How was the session?
Sizzling.
Sizzling. Okay, it's not enough if we say it is sizzling. We need to hear it from our guests. So I would like to call upon all the guests to join me on stage, please. First of all, thank each one of you for joining us. It's a special meeting exclusively for guests. So I really thank the 5 of you for joining, and then I just want you to take a minute to share your experience here with BTC. Start here, I can go in a row.
So, actually, this is the first time I'm attending a Toastmasters club, and coming to hear about this club in Vellore, I was really excited about this. And after meeting you all, I'm very sure that I'll soon become a very great speaker, and it has inspired me a lot from seeing every age group of people, and from these kids and to big veterans. So yeah, thank you.
and I'm not a big speaker like you guys. I'm just a starting trouble, but when I started to speak, I'm more introvert than you guys. And I heard about the Toastmaster past 6 months from my friends, but this is the chance when I came here. I like to hear all the speeches. When I struggled, the sir who encourages me when, I will vote for you like that. Yeah, I like that things. Yeah, it's good. Thank you.
I felt interesting and it was like pretty engaging for this speaking here, like you people. And I found that like different age groups were there. Like I was like really balancing this environment so that we'll get a good interaction about how the person is communicating in different age levels. That was like sounds good for me, and somewhere like we find ourselves like we have some flaws, we have some strengths. Everyone is having that, so I was able to think about that things. And next thing is like I used to watch podcasts, public speaking things, but I feel like when I'm gonna do that, so I felt like I have to go and talk or do something so that I will try to become a someday, like maybe 2 years, 3 years, maybe 5 years later. Thank you.
This was my first session. So, as I said in the beginning, like the things like whichever I was doing for quite a few years got repetitive and I got bored. So the main reason like I came here to see like engage myself in other activities so that I can get deviated from there and I can get an opportunity to learn some new things. So yeah, that's the main reason and objective to come here. So I find this to be very informative and helpful. So hopefully, probably in other sessions, like I'll get to know more about things and I can enjoy this.
So this is my first session in Vellore, and also like, it was very well planned and everything is well organized, and also including the time limit. It's overall is an eye opener session for me. So I feel like there are many things lacking myself. I need to improve. So besides the diverse working professionals are here, so I hope I can learn from them also. So what is their perspective on how they are approaching the even including the talks and even the topic, whichever the topic is given, simultaneously they are like thinking in different perspective and they are delivering in a effective communication or effective speech. So yeah, it's really impactful, and I hope there are a lot to learn from this diverse professionals. So yeah, in upcoming days I can work towards that. Yeah. So besides we are the professionals, so focusing on the narrow path. So we won't think besides our like whatever the targets or whatever the goal we want to achieve. So here, this kind of platform, one can diverse their potential. So it's all hidden by themselves. So I hope it's like the same, like it's applicable to myself also. So I hope to explore in the different dimension. So to interact with the people and so to learn many things.
I really like to thank all of you for joining us. I just have a small activity for all of you. I'm going to start a sentence and you have to complete it. Okay? Kanna, Laddu, okay. Kanna, Rendu, very good. So we have an offer for all of you. Okay, we found all of you really enterprising, and we really want you to be a part of the BTC family. So we have an offer going. You can contact Vice President Membership Toastmaster Abhilash Shah. Toastmaster John is offering a t-shirt to each of you if you would join by today. And the Toastmaster fraternity, most people come here because they want to improve public speaking. But there is an added advantage. You don't just become a public speaker for nothing. The tagline of Toastmasters is where leaders are made. So in your own profession, you will definitely shine. You will outshine every other opponent when you join Toastmasters. So wishing all of you the very best. I would like you to take your seats. Toastmaster Anandan has 1 minute. He has asked for 1 minute to just share something to the guests. So maybe I could call upon Toastmaster.
Voting ballots.
The voting ballots have been shared. The rest of you can just vote please simultaneously.
Basically, I'm 68 years old. Definitely I've passed through all the things in my life. But I'm still continuing in Toastmasters because I'm enjoying every moment of coming here. It makes me feel young at heart and I'm still learning. So now it's a $1 billion question. Why you should join Toastmasters? Each and every people will have in their heart why I should join Toastmasters. So I'm just going to give you 4 or 5 points why you should join. Work on those ideas and then listen. The first point is you meet all positive people here. Not a single negative people you find in any of the Toastmasters sessions. Not only in VTC, in any Toastmasters all over the world. This is the only organization where you meet only positive people, not negative people. No gossiping, nothing of that sort. Second point is, it's an opportunity for you to read, write, listen and speak. Not only one, but all. It's a great opportunity. It's designed in such a way that you can learn to read, write, listen and speak. It's all tailor-made in such a way. The third point is pathways. The pathways shows there are 11 pathways in which whatever passion you have, you choose the pathway and you excel in that pathway. In order to achieve your aims and goals, you can choose your passion, that pathway, and that pathway will make you excel in your aims and goals. And the other thing is, this is a place to learn. Not only learn, it's also a place for you to express what you want to say. It's easy to learn, but it's quite difficult to express. So you saw all the people expressing. So just take off the fear at the beginning because we all underwent the same stage here. When we started, we also started stammering. We did not know what to speak. We kept mum and all these things. But afterwards, we became veterans. So very soon, you all will become veterans. And not the last but the least, this is the best place for networking. You have got clubs in Vellore, you have clubs in Chennai, we have clubs in Tamil Nadu, and we have clubs all over the world, so you can network with people all over the world. Thank you for giving me this.
Thank you so much. The ballot results are out. Best evaluator, any guesses? Toastmaster John Pradeep. The best role player auxiliary goes to Newsmaster Toastmaster Karthikeyan. The best speaker, Toastmaster Monica. The best role player. Any guesses? Modi. And the best table topic speaker is Toastmaster Anandan.
So all credits to my wife.
Okay, so with this we wrap up session 111 of Toastmasters. 211 of Toastmasters. Really sorry. Please join us for a group pick and we'll see you all next week.